Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I got a video talking about whether 5M is actually coming to consoles or not. And if you guys don't have time to watch the whole video, I will just say it straight up here, is I don't think that 5M is coming to consoles. I just cannot see it happening, especially with GTA 6 coming out most likely fall next year, so a little bit over a year from now. I don't think a massive update like that is going to come, and if it does, I think it's going to be monetized with GTA Plus as a subscription feature, but I'll get to that. But anyways, let me read this article here, and this is from Game Ranks, which I will link down below. Rumor 5M coming to GTA Online for consoles, but there might be turmoil behind the scenes. Here's what we know so far. There are some interesting rumors about Rockstar Games' most unlikely acquisition of last year. We imagine only the most committed Grand Theft Auto Online players will remember this one. As we reported last year, Rockstar actually acquired CFX.RE, 5M, and Red-M, were creator and role-playing communities for Grand Theft Auto Online, Red Dead Redemption, respectively. And I've never played 5M or Red-M, but basically these are technically Red Dead Online and GTA Online, but they're separate. They're not part of the actual GTA Online or Red Dead Online themselves. These are actually made by fans, made by fans, and these are, private servers where people can run mods and they can roleplay. Like, you want to roleplay as an actual outlaw, you can do it in Red M. You want to play, like, a bank robber, maybe like a cop, you can do that in 5M. I gotta try 5M one day. But a lot of people actually argue that 5M and Red M is actually better than GTA Online, Red Dead Online. And that's probably the reason that Rockstar ended up purchasing it last year. In plain English, Rockstar picked up the platforms where players were running mods for their games, and mods that were particularly geared towards role-playing as the NPCs in the games themselves. This piece of news seems so unlikely that we wouldn't blame you if you didn't believe it. Rockstar had been taking legal action against mods for the better half of the decade, but the acquisition seems to be an indication that they understood their own players were interested in these new experiences in GTA Online that Rockstar itself was not offering. Now, here's what I will tell you about this. Is Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive have a very nasty history of going after single-player modders, and single-player modders are no threat at all. Single-player modders actually give your game a bigger lifespan. So, like, I don't know why any developer would be against single-player mods, because it gives your game a bigger lifespan. People are more likely to buy your game and play your game for longer if it has mods available for the single-player, because there's more stuff to do, more stuff that you could add, and people are constantly, adding mods, creating mods for their games. So, single-player modders are not a threat to your game at all, but unfortunately Take-Two Interactive didn't seem to understand that, and they decided to go after these single-player modders. And as for online, the modders that are on GTA Online and Red Dead Online, those guys are threats. Because those modders, they will, spawn in, like, tons of money, they'll spawn in with God mode, they will, teleport around the map, they'll kill you, they'll even follow you lobby to lobby, so, like, if you go to another lobby, a modder might follow you, and some of the modders are so toxic that they can even hijack your accounts. That has even happened, and on Red Dead Online, I know there was, like, a mod where, like, modders would spawn these chests on PC, and what would happen is if a player opened up the chest, they would get like a ridiculous amount of money and gold, and what would happen is the Rockstar servers would ban them instantly because they would detect this person got like a ton of money, and so modders were spawning down on purpose to get people banned, and Rockstar's stupid, servers were so bad that they were banning the people who were accidentally opening these chests instead of the people that were spawning the chests. So basically, these modders who have ruined, like, GTA Online, Red Dead Online. I think that we can agree these modders that are on Red Dead Online and GTA Online, these guys are toxic as hell, and these guys need to be banned. However, though, these are not the same modders that we're talking about when we talk about, like, 5M or Red M. These are private servers, they have admins, people are just role-playing on them. Sure, they're mods, but they're just role-playing on them. They're probably role-playing as, like, cops, like, bank robbers, stuff like that, basically. They're not a threat. They're separate servers. They're separate from GTA Online. But the modders that are actually on GTA Online, those guys are a problem. And Rockstar's stupid servers is they can't seem to ban these modders. These modders that are on ruining Red Dead Online, ruining GTA Online, they don't do anything about that, but then when it comes to single-player modders and, like, 5M, Red M, oh, they're gonna go after them. You see, as reported by Rockstar Intel, Rockstar Games preparing to launch 5M onto consoles, or rather, they are launching their own version of 5M made by Rockstar themselves. If Rockstar's Intel sources are accurate, there's been issues with onboarding CFX employees into Rockstar Games. 5M and CFX founder, who used to handle MTA, was allegedly not part of the deal. Rockstar and CFX settled on the deal for $20 million, but MTA didn't know about it until the last minute. Half a year into the acquisition, MTA had apparently been kicked out of CFX, and subsequently Rockstar Games. The claim is actually that she was kicked out twice, so the reasons were not confirmed. At least she had alleged, she had allegedly violated the terms of a Rockstar contract and had complaints against them. So this part, I don't know what this is about. If any NTA is apparently the NTA is the founder of CFX, the people who made 5M. If you guys know anything more about this, why NTA was kicked out of this deal, let me know in the comments. It's kind of messed up that they would kick the founder out, but I don't know exactly why. What was the reason for that? And they purchased it for $20 million. And about Rockstar purchasing this, Rockstar has purchased this for one of two reasons. It actually might be a combination of both. The one reason is that they probably want control of it. That's probably why. Because this is getting very popular, like 5M has gotten very popular, and they probably want control of it. They probably want to run it themselves versus other people running it. And the second reason is they might want to monetize it, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Half a year into this acquisition, NTA had apparently been kicked out of CFX, and subsequently Rockstar Games. The claim is actually that she was yeah, the claim is that she was actually kicked out twice, though the reasons were not confirmed. At least she had allegedly violated the terms for a Rockstar contract and had complaints against them. So again, I don't know what happened there. It's kind of messed up that they kicked the founder out, but if anybody knows the reason for that, let me know in the comments. A leaked Take-Two communication stated that 5M's actions impacted millions of players and damaged Rockstar's credibility, as they had promised that the acquisition would improve service. Yeah, well, your credibility has been hurt a lot by going after a lot of these modders who haven't been threatening your game. Instead of going after the modders that are actually like toxic, spawning god mode on GTA Online, instead of going after those people, you've gone after people like 5M. You've gone after single player modders, people who have done you no wrong. For their part, a former 5M developer said that Rockstar Games was an extremely toxic environment where we had to suffer from major mismanagement. I believe that, and what I will say about this also here, about this, is that Rockstar Games, they make great, amazing games. I love their games. They're awesome. But the studio can be extremely toxic, and it can be a very toxic place to work in. You guys might remember when Red Dead Redemption 2 was coming out in 2018, like it was like 1 or 2 months before. It's all these reports that were coming out about the staff being overworked. They were working long hours. I don't know how much of that was confirmed true, but I will say that I believe it. I believe that the staff was getting overworked. They were being pushed to their limits. And when GTA 6 is coming out next year, like 1 or 2 months before the game comes out, you probably will see these reports coming out. These reports coming out about like staff being overworked, staff being pushed around the clock, trying to hit deadlines. And for me personally, I don't mind waiting for a game like GTA 6. I don't even mind waiting until like 2026. I just don't want the staff to, overwork themselves, damage their mental health and their, physical health, just so we can get the game earlier. I don't want, some developer hurting their health for me. But moving forward, Rockstar really does own 5M, and they also own the content on it. The rumor goes that 5M will be officially launched as Rockstar's property on PC first, but a console release is also coming. The speculation is that 5M has been building a conversion tool, which would make sense if 5M was being produced for consoles. Ultimately, Rockstar's hoping to monetize 5M in some way. We also need to point out that a lot of details in these rumors are disputed. NTA's directly denied these rumors, so the founders denied these rumors, while community moderator on CFX.re claims the public should not believe anything about these claims of 5M coming to consoles. Yup, so this is the moderator and the founder also saying this for CFX.re. And yet you have YouTubers who are still basically saying that 5M is coming to consoles. We know this for a fact. No, we don't know this for a fact. It is probably not coming to consoles. These are probably just rumors that are just popping up, and these rumors are always supposedly coming from Rockstar insiders, and they're not confirmed. Like I said, unless you directly hear it from Rockstar, do not believe it. I'm not trying to, I'm not saying this is not going to happen. If 5M does come to console, I will generally be surprised by that. I will be, and I will admit that I was wrong. I'll be happy to admit that I was wrong, but I see no proof for it right here. On the side note, role-playing and community modding seems to be perfectly enjoyable ways to play GTA Online. It stands to reason that Rockstar want to utilize it. If Rockstar runs their own mod platform, they may be able to discourage players from using their own mods, or at least with Rockstar's controls. No. People are still going to run mods on GTA Online and ruin the experience. The only thing that's going to fix that is you ban those people that are spawning God mode and such. More importantly, they may explore ideas such as allowing community members to sell content on their implementation of 5M on PC and consoles. There's a lot of potential win for GTA players on this on this news, but we'll have to wait and see how Rockstar goes about utilizing that. And also, let me show you guys this. This is also a tweet from TesFun2, which I will link his his Twitter post down below. But it says here, Rockstar is seemingly working on a public version of Mission Creator. This new script was added with the bottom dollar's bounty update, but is currently empty. And you see public, Mission Creator here. This was in the files for the bottom dollar bounty DLC. And also, YouTubers are basically pointing to this, and they're saying this is proof that FiveM is coming to consoles. This is not proof. And Test2 himself does not say right here that this is FiveM. He just says that this is a mission creator. So basically what I think this thing is right here, this is probably going to be a contact mission creator, because when you think about it, we have death matches already, we have a race creator, deathmatch creator, but we don't have a contact mission creator, and that's probably what they're going to add here. You spawn like a bunch of enemies in like a location. Maybe you have to kill them, deliver a package, deliver it, take it and deliver it somewhere, and you get paid for it. That's probably, people are probably able to make their own custom contact missions. That's probably what this will be. And what will happen is that Rockstar will probably put caps on these contact missions on how long they can be, and also they will probably put caps on how much money you can make after finishing them. Because I can imagine somebody would make some ridiculous contact mission, some exploit, and they would say like, $1 million an hour, contact mission or something like that. Like they would probably put that down, and Rockstar would probably limit it to make sure that people don't make missions like that. But basically, what I'm getting at here is there's no proof ultimately for FiveM coming to consoles. I would like it to come to consoles, sure. I would love that. I think that would be awesome. But my reasoning for this is, if FiveM was to be brought to consoles, right? FiveM would be the biggest update that GTA has ever had. It wouldn't be directly to GTA Online because it would be like a separate service, but it would be the biggest update ever that GTA has had, because you're bringing in a whole new way to basically play the game. You're bringing in, so many different servers with so many different play styles, so many different ways to role play on GTA. So it would be the biggest update ever, in my opinion. And if you look, the updates for GTA Online have just been getting smaller and smaller. Even before Rockstar acquired FiveM, they've just been getting smaller and smaller. And Rockstar does have enough money, like they're a billion-dollar studio, they have enough money that they could hire more people to like develop this stuff, but they're not going to, because they're very cheap. Take-Two's Interactive is very cheap. You might remember their layoffs. They laid off hundreds of workers from their different studios, months back. So the point that I'm getting at is that even though they have the money to hire more people, they're not going to, and they're just going to use all of their resources mostly towards GTA 6, which would explain why the GTA Online updates are getting smaller, and would also explain why they decided to abandon Red Dead Online, which they shouldn't have abandoned Red Dead Online, but it's unfortunate we have to deal with it now. They abandoned Red Dead Online. So if they added FiveM to consoles, you got to think about it now, is that they would have to have a whole team of people that will be working on it, and CFX, while they are, they could have them running the PC stuff, they would have to be running the console stuff now too. And then Rockstar would probably have their own people there to supervise them as well. So I don't think that this is coming to console. I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes down, but I just see no proof whatsoever for it. I just don't. It doesn't make sense for them to release this, big massive update right now. And I will say also, GTA 6 is coming out in probably a year and, a couple months. Probably like October, November, next year. That's what most people agree. It's coming out next year. And so is Rockstar going to really want to add something massive like FiveM? Because something massive like FiveM, people are going to be playing that for years on console. And so some people might not even be playing GTA 6, when it comes out. They might still be playing FiveM. And so Rockstar wants everybody, as many players as possible, to get on GTA 6. So my theory personally is that this December, or summer, I think it's probably this December, but if not this December, next summer, they're going to be the final update for GTA Online, because we're not going to see any updates for GTA Online after GTA 6 comes out, because they're going to want everyone to keep playing GTA 6. So my theory is, this December, Rockstar might make the final update for GTA Online, and they basically might say, this is our final update, we want to thank people for playing the game, and then there's going to be a big pause. There's going to be like nearly a year pause until GTA 6, and by that point, there's not going to be a year of any GTA content, no GTA DLCs being added. People are going to be really excited, and the hype is going to be up for GTA 6 even more, because they haven't played anything new. So it doesn't make sense for me, for Rockstar to add like a really big update to GTA Online, or I should say to Grand Theft Auto, because it's technically not part of GTA Online, when GTA 6 is, a little bit over a year away. So that's just what I think. But I will also concede this point. If Rockstar does add FiveM to Grand Theft Auto on console, what they're going to do is they're going to add some kind of subscription service to it. It is going to be some kind of subscription service, and I think it's going to be GTA Plus. That's what I think it's going to do. I don't think they're going to monetize 5M with like I don't think they're going to monetize 5M with shark cards or anything like that. I don't think that's going to happen because these are role-playing servers. The money system and everything works differently on each server. What they're probably going to do is if they do bring 5M to consoles, my theory is they will probably have the subscription service GTA Plus linked to it, and they'll be like They've been adding more stuff to GTA Plus, like that whole Rockstar Games catalog of games, like Bully. I think LA Noire is on there now too, and then the GTA online benefits, and so they'll probably tell the consumer, they'll probably tell them, oh, you have the catalog of Rockstar Games here, you have GTA Online Plus, and now you have access to 5M. So basically say they'll make 5M into a subscription service. They're not going to make it into a microtransaction service. They're going to make it into a subscription service. That is my theory. That's what I think they will basically do, is they will basically tell people if they add it to console, or even they monetize even further on PC, they'll basically say, you want to play 5M? Well, you got to get GTA Plus. That's probably what they will do. And they probably will end up selling a lot of GTA Plus subscriptions if they do that, because Take-Two Interactive is really pushing to get those GTA Plus subscriptions up, which is why they're adding that huge catalog of Rockstar games to it now too. So thank you guys for watching. That's basically my theory. To sum it up, is I don't think that it's coming to console. Don't listen to these YouTubers who are saying that it's coming to console. We know it. We don't know it. I would like it to come to console. If it does, I will happily admit that I'm wrong. But the only way I can see it coming to console is if they monetize it through like GTA Plus, and I can't even imagine it when GTA 6 is like, a year and a couple months away. So that's basically my theory on the whole thing. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.